34 now. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. They'll run with his second-year man. This is Bashir Tutin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Here's Lawrence to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Taylor now returning it. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run it. Here's Chase Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Bengals had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Yeah, they get a couple here down to the 22.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And Burrow going to change the play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Andre Yoshibas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. to the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete to Parker Washington. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. Inside the 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. And McPherson on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Jaguars nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll weave all the way out to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Tootin. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Once more with Tootin. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go. And he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
The 16-yard line.
An inside give, Brown. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Right,
They will toss to Brown. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run.
And he will take it off for the Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the... Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Intercepted.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? Is that what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Lawrence will throw. Rolling to his right. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Now a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Lawrence. And he'll get it right back to Washington. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. In motion right is a running back. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brenton Strange as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make it 24-7.
Jaguars 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Burrow looking to pass. Looking deep here for Chase. It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here we go. 180. Plays hot.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it here with Brown. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Now a give left side. Brown with it. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That is caught. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Jaguars 7. Evan McPherson.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Washington. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. But to throw again is Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tootin. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll try again. And this time he is into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. But he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
Right back to Brown. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the different in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
2nd and goal at the Jaguars 12.
Now it's Burrow.
Pass complete. That's Tinsley.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
On 2, ready? Here we go. Right 80.
Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
First down, Jacksonville. Now Lawrence to throw.
That's caught left side. Myers with it.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
A gain of 12. And a Jaguar first down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
To Allen on the dump off. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
38-yard line.
Flushed out right. Open man right side, Myers. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Hey, Ron. Let's go. Here we go.
Lawrence going to throw again.
He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 23-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Throw left side complete. That's Myers. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Parker Washington. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And that one falls incomplete. And they're left now with just 2 seconds here in the first half.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. So this one in the win column.